You know they got so mad at me because you pulled your pants down?
It's not much, but it's something.
Okay.
Yes. Did they see it?
Well, I blurred it. I blurred. But they got so mad at me. I didn't ask you to pull your, like, just this now. I didn't ask you to do this, okay? So
I call it dates because I'm trying to, because they want to hang out with me. They think I'm pretty enough. That's why I'll sit here and take my sock off and pick my toe because I'm cute enough to do it. They look at things like that, like, well, why are you doing this? And I say because I'm cute enough to do it. See how calm my face is and my energy is right now? It's supposed to be like that all the time.
Why is it not?
Because sometimes I think bugs are really crawling out of my face. I really am afraid. You know, I was walking down the street one day and I was so scared that I pooped just like in the middle of the street. Like I had a dress on.
In the middle of the street?
Like I pooped, we were walking and it just fell out my butt. That's how scared I've been. That's how scared I've been.
That is disgusting.
I know.
What's up, YouTube? It's summertime and things are heating up in Atlanta. Make sure you go cop the merch at AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews. Out here with the update, guys. All right, so, you know, the comment section lit me up on our last update because what they perceived as being, I guess, flirty vibes. Okay?
I'm all into it.
Huh?
I said I'm all into it.
All into what?
It's all into it. It's just a statement.
Okay. Because your energy is lower
I'll do
today.
whatever for it. Yeah, because I'm going through some things.
Huh?
I'm going through some things, so you call me at an awkward moment, but you know I'm always ready for the camera.
Okay, so what are you going through?
I mean, I can't explain it verbatim, just life, situation, judgment.
Here, take this thing real quick. You got it in your eye?
How about my chin?
Well, look, you got a little cold in your eye.
They say I sit in these corners, and I wear these wigs, and I got nets and bugs flying around. I'm the bug lady.
That's why you took the wig off?
That's why I took the wig off. No, that's not why I took the wig off, because I still promote. I don't care what people say.
Okay. So, yeah,
Sometimes my beauty could be a curse, and you looking at it the wrong way. It could be just hate.
Yeah, so.
And because I'm sitting in this dark, hidden corner, you can't see it. But when I step in the limelight, it's RANITA. But then when I go in this corner, that picture is like scarred. You know, sometimes I do see the bugs flying around and they're touching on my clothes and pulling myself and beating myself up. So when I'm not where I'm supposed to be, it has so many things going on around me. It's like sabotage. And how do you ask that guy in the suit for help that when you come back out, you know, he can't save you every day. He can't hold my hand and say, hey, we're going to get you because we know you did this. You know, it has to be a situation. I have to put myself in the front runner, and I'm not always perfect. So sometimes I hold back just to stay out of that building because I don't want to get jailed.
So let me ask, how do your days flow, right? So like, for instance, we're doing this here in the morning time, right? You're going to get your fee for the interview. Are you going to go get like some dope with it or whatever?
It's not a schedule how you do it. It's you just do it
as you do it, right?
How you feel.
So what I'm saying is like, how
it's supposed to be a comfortable thing. I don't like to aim at anything when I'm doing.
You just let it flow
because it's a strength for me. So it allows me to be stable when I'm unstable.
So what do you think like the rest of your day is going to look like? Like put me in the day of.
I mean, it'll be comfortable because I'm comfortable within myself and my addiction. My addiction is normally people.
Well, what I mean is like, will you be going places? Will you just be sitting around? How will you eat? How does this work?
Most of the time, I'm what do you call that? Most of the time, I'm moving around. Most of the time, I'm moving around and just catching fresh air. You know, I go look at things. I read books. Anything that's creative to my mindset or that keeps me calm.
You read books when you're high?
Yeah.
Okay.
I read the Bible. I read people.
Look, you gotta get this cold out your eye now.
You want to get it out of my eye?
All right, look, I was about to say, if I do it, the people gonna blast me. They're gonna be like, see, there you go.
You know, so what they blasting you? Some people be pissed, poor, broke, and they give me the best advice. But I stay around a lot of people that are living in no poverty or that have been through things, just governmental situations, that have taken losses, but you just don't know why. That are comfortable with themselves.
So, like, where do you keep your clothes at? Because we noticed this is a change of clothes.
I mean, I have clothes, but I don't have clothes. I put my clothes in different people's houses. I mean, I've lost everything that I've had or given them away.
Okay. And so, you say that this down energy that you have is because you just took a hit?
No, it's not because I'm taking a hit. Because when a hit is like a failure or...
You know what I mean. You took a blast or whatever you want to call it.
But no, I'm just down because I was supposed to be somewhere and I got set back. I was supposed to be somewhere. I was supposed to be... Like I said, the last interview we had, I was supposed to be going to rehab, and I gave my things to someone to hold them. I actually paid these people to keep my things. And when Tuesday morning came, I'm knocking on the door, and nobody answers. They got signs on the door. They're being sarcastic, and these are my things in their house, like my ID.
You say there were signs on the door?
My ID and my prescription were 2 things that I just had to take back with me to the program, and they didn't have them. So I got manic, and I got upset, and I failed myself.
So that sets you back.
Yeah, but I spoke, sometimes I outreach and let people know what's going on. And they see that. They see the argument. They see the fight. They see the death. They see it all happening before it happens. So I'm talking to you, not at you, and sometimes they're talking at me, which is the part of, I'm not from Georgia, and they say to chew you up and spit you out. So you have to believe in what you're going through. Sometimes I keep my head down on the ground for a reason, because you see how I just wipe that bug off of your shoe? I did that because I want to do that.
I appreciate it.
I can do that. And that makes... might make you feel good, like a god or something, or you might just be a rich person saying, I'm rich. But I look down for a reason, because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not at my fullest potential. Selling your body and using drugs or asking people for money and things like that, it becomes a lifestyle. It's supposed to be fun if your situation is not something bad or something that you did to yourself, or you can live through your situation. It's supposed to be fun because you have somebody doing the same thing. If we meet up, hey, how much money do you get? Girl, I got this much money. And it feels good. But if it's for any negative reason, like you killed somebody or you raped somebody or you did something that's horrible that's going to make you output to the world, it's not fun for them. So that's why they keep us in 2 different places and doing 2 different things. So, I mean, it's hard to say, but I just live through it. It's a front there, because now you see the front. Like, when I didn't get what I wanted, like, to be in the program, because it's hot outside. I want to sit outside in this heat all fucking day long around these people. Sometimes they get on my nerves.
You want to go in the AC?
In the AC, yes.
So that would have been good for you.
And then another thing that I want to just make a statement of, victimizing people. The person next to me is not always my enemy. I'm not always afraid of them. You have to keep that in mind. Even though I don't want to be next to them and I don't know why I'm talking to them sometimes, they're not my enemy.
Well, I noticed that, like, your socks are clean and stuff like that. Yes. Like, where do you clean this? How do you do this? Like, the clothes are clean, everything.
You wouldn't believe I was just on the 17th floor of one of these richest hotels in here just 2 days ago.
With who?
A guy that wanted to hang out with me.
Okay, so like a customer.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm not gonna don't call it a customer. You gonna give me
a client, or what do you call them?
A friend? Them friends.
Okay.
I call them friends. Or I call it dates, because I'm trying to, because they want to hang out with me. They think I'm pretty enough. That's why I'll sit here and take my sock off and pick my toe, because I'm cute enough to do it. They look at things like that, like, well, why are you doing this? And I say, because I'm cute enough to do it.
And so what about...
It has nothing to do with me getting high. Like, sometimes I have to say it. I don't know what I'm doing. I just do it. It stabilizes me. It was a strength. Hey, this black woman over here smoking dope in front of everybody. It was just a strength. But then when you don't have it, it's hard. The moral support helps you carry on.
Okay. So what happened to the guy that you was with that I guess had kicked you out or whatever it is like that? What happened to that situation?
What happened with that? I don't know. I just left it at blank. I left it at all.
So you haven't spoken to him since then?
No, I haven't. I was speaking to him periodically. I called him on Father's Day, but I haven't spoken to him periodically. See how calm my face is and my energy is right now? It's supposed to be like that all the time.
Why is it not?
Because sometimes I think bugs are really crawling out of my face.
Like, for real?
Yeah, like sometimes
And so you think that's the dope that does that?
No, it's not dope. It's a possession. You're possessed. See, when you just refer everything to drugs, dope. I mean, I'm dope as fuck. But I am dope as fuck. Like, I'm dope as fuck.
Well, no, but the dope goes out a different spirit.
This interview, he's got me sitting here and I said, look, I'm only going to do it for like 2 minutes. He got me in here for like 15 minutes doing this interview. I ain't even going to say
what I do.
Get on my nerves, but this is my man.
It's what I do.
It's my partner. But no, it's not just the dope. It's not dope. Like, that's not dope. You sitting here with these bugs on your face. I mean, and you on this shit. Like, if she was really a fucked up person, I'm speaking in third person, I'd be like, get your ass on, RANITA, go. Like, why you keep coming over here? You know, you will snap and push that hoe to the side and let her not be around you. So it took time for these people to see my potential to even want to walk with me. You know, I walk with some real strong brothers and sisters out here. It's not easy walking with them. I done seen people's mamas pulled up and whoop bitches with belts. You know,
let me ask you something.
Playing with their kids.
Let me ask
playing
you
with their kids. I done seen people get whooped on by with belts.
You're 36 now, right? You're 36 now,
yeah,
right?
36.
What would 16-year-old RANITA think about 36-year-old RANITA?
She'd be my friend. I like RANITA. I'll help her. I'll pick her up because that's my girl.
Is that right?
Yeah, I try to help her all the time, but she hard-headed.
Okay.
She's chasing these dreams, and she just needs to stay down and be true to who she is. She's gonna come back up, but she got to keep playing God first.
What is the route to coming back up? In your head, what does that look like?
Knowing that you okay, knowing that you already won. If I can sit right here and take my sock off, if I can sit right here, take my sock off and pick my feet in front of you, then these guys are not defeat me. I'm still winning. I don't feel dirty because I'm doing the thing. Spiritually, I feel clean, but I have to remember that in my head. I got to remember nobody's outside my house. You know, those triggers that I have to remember that because I really am afraid. You know, I was walking down the street one day and I was so scared that I pooped just like in the middle of the street. Like I had a dress on.
Pooped in the middle of the street?
Like I pooped, we were walking and it just fell out my butt. That's how scared I've been. That's how scared I've been.
That is disgusting.
I know.
That is so disgusting.
And my smile is so strong right now, but it's an addict smile, so you don't want to like, you know, it's not a good smile. So I'm looking like.
What is it that triggers you?
But nothing. It's already there. I don't know. I can't.
You're already triggered. You're already like in a state of
like
constantly
when I first took
being triggered.
I know that it saved. I know that it sit me down. I don't know that it make me sit down and be still. Like it's making me sit down and be still now. Cause I'll be like, boy, I'm not doing no interview with you. You ain't hear what I said. The other half of me be like, stop. I'm not doing no interview, sir. Leave me alone. But that shit, I'll be like, boy.
So.
I'm to do this interview so you can just change. Cause about later on, people got 24 hours in a day. Blah 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 blah.
So listen. So one of the things.
But always remember to be non-violent crackheads are better than violent crackheads. You want to know why? Because fights is out of rage. You're doing it out of rage. If you're on this drug and you've been on it for years, if you put your hands on me, I'll be so scared of you because you're doing it out of rage. You can beat me to death. That's how dangerous it is. That's why they.
So you'll take it all the way.
Yeah,
when you're on that dope.
But they will beam. I'm telling you, they will beam. They will keep. I take it all the way when I don't have the dope. That's when I take it all the way when I don't have it.
So you be needing to have it so you can just be relaxed.
I don't need to have it. I want to have it. Or if I see something.
Well, on the other interview you did, you said that you need to have it like every 8 minutes.
Yeah, you should have it too.
You was talking about dope or you was talking about something else?
No, I was just being sarcastic. I'm real sarcastic out of everything that I want to do.
Okay. So on the last, what's going on, bro? All right. So
can I have one of those when you finish? Oh, he will give me the cigarette in the middle of the interview. See how dope it is? It's gonna make me. I would have said, baby. He just he's such a clean, classy guy.
Oh, I interview folks. So I interview people that be out in the streets and whatnot.
Tell like stories.
Yeah, tell their story. She's just someone who I've interviewed several times, so we kind of already know her story, but we're just tapping on the update.
That's great. That's great. You know, that's
you don't know that really.
Yeah. Most people just ride by and they don't really know what these people's stories are.
Yeah.
They just put in their head whatever they think, you know, oh, that must just be a dope addict, or that just must be this, that. Yeah. Or they're just a bum, they're lazy, they're this, or that. But oftentimes, I was about to say, there's so much more of a story behind it.
It can be a lot of
Yep. So,
that's cool.
yeah, man. I'm Marcus, man. Yep.
And I'm Ray.
Okay, good to meet you, man.
Y'all can do interviews too. You guys can do interviews too. Help my partner out. While we're being somewhere live.
No, you go ahead.
You know, I really am from Maryland. I'm one of these kids for real.
It'd be over with, yeah. Listen, man, that's one of the reasons why I started this channel was because I wanted to capture these stories. Because people would tell me stories all the time, and I would forget them. And once I started to get them, I was like, let me just capture them, man. Cause that way they could be studied later on or whatever. I didn't expect it to blow up. You say what?
I'm schizophrenic, so I'm just talking to it.
Who are you talking to? You too, man.
I have insecurities, and so this...
Insecurities about what?
I can't look at the camera. Because my face is not pretty right now. But a bug really did bite me. And it used to be...
Stand up real quick. Stand up. They got so mad at me because you pulled your pants down.
I did.
Yes.
Did they see it?
I blurred it. But they got so mad at me. I didn't ask you to pull your just this now. I didn't ask you to do this, okay? So You so comfortable in the skin you in. See, so they're gonna say that I asked you to do this. What is this gold thing that you have?
It's their body. I'm a very attractive. I mean, I like the style. Take my clothes off. Oh my God, it's like, oh baby, you're sensitive.
You say what? You whispering? I can't hear you.
I said when I take my clothes off, I'm not clean. I want my guy to be like, I am sexy to him. I want to be attractive at all times.
So do like the guys your dates and stuff? Do they do that?
I don't have a bunch of dates. I don't date. I'm not a prostitute.
Well, but you said you was just up in the most expensive hotel 2 days ago.
I was hanging out. I have friends. I have some really, really rich friends in here. My network is off the chain. My net worth might not mean nothing, but my network is off the chain. But when I look in the mirror, she looks so, like right now, if I walk to the mirror, I'm like, we need to go ahead. That's how I talk to myself. If I go look in that mirror, even with my scars, I say, we need to go ahead. Go ahead. Like, I'm not even hungry, bruh. My mirror's so fast you can't see me. That's how I feel about myself. Especially with my wig on.
I want to see a picture of you before the dope.
You have to go and check me out on my Facebook page. My Facebook is Brown RANITA. You can DM
Brown
me.
RANITA?
Brown RANITA.
Okay.
They can DM me. Anybody that's kept up with the story or the situation, make sure you DM me one a day. Just if I get just one person to say, hey, I remember her. I know that guy's still been around. You know, if you open up and outreach a little bit more, it'll be more better for me not opening up my mouth about what's going on around us. You know, because sometimes that person will pull up and sit in here and be high and take from that person's soul too, and they won't out. You have the DeKalb County officers here around Fulton County officers, but all of a sudden I have a mysterious warrant. So they sit down and they process and they say, oh, you know what? I'm sitting down for 20 minutes on the corner with a hot Sam in my hand. You know what I'm saying? And he processing me, then they let me go. So that's freedom for me. That makes me feel like this governmental situation I'm going through, because I call it a governmental state of mind when I feel like I can just do and do. You know, like,
okay.
They
So
don't say nothing to them, like kick it in or something. They don't say nothing. So I'm like, okay. So when it works like that, it makes me feel better that it works for me, because they put us all together, so they can keep us all together, so they don't have to do this, that. And I gotta go this woman do it. I know told me, you know, I gotta do that like that. Or you could just be non-violent and walk with us instead of walking against us. That's what we're saying.
Okay. Well, I mean, as long as you don't pull your pants down. All right? they literally was like, Marcus, you this and you that. Like, I'd be like, I just ignore it, but still.
It's okay to like be attracted to a female. You're supposed to want to have sex.
You know what?
You don't want to have sex.
I thought it was a normal thing. I thought it was a normal thing for guys to like, but I think it's the fact that you are on dope and stuff like that,
that has
or whatever.
Dope. It has everything to do with sex. Because bro, if you touch me one more time, I'm gonna tear that head ever.
You say what? Wait, what'd you just say?
I hate it. I fight them back. I fight back. At all points and all costs, I fight back.
What'd you just say about if somebody?
If the guys touch on me like in a sexual way, and I'm not into it. You always ask a lady, is it okay to be in her personal space? Is it okay to touch your body? I think you're attractive. Can I wait on you just rub her leg or anything? Make sure you let her know, because then you don't have those oohs and ahs and the games. I'll keep going if you let me, but stop.
No. All right. So, all right. Well, look, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. If anybody out there, so you still don't have Cash App, no, nothing like that,
No
just got your
Cash App,
Facebook.
No social media. I've been off. I don't watch television. Everything has been a natural mental process for me. That's how I stay stable. I get scared of them when they come around, but I don't defeat them. They never bother me.
All right.
Last night, said, hey, he said, what's wrong with you? I said, this guy just hit me. He said, he hit you. You want me to go get him? I said, no, sir, it's okay. He didn't hit me hard enough, but he did swing at me.
So what did he swing at you for? Like, give me an example.
Gay. He was gay. That's what gay men do. They pick with us all day long. I go over this so I don't have to have sex. They be gay. Then they run around the streets, up and down the streets with attitudes all the time. I said, bro, I see you. I said, you act like moving harder than the girl. She's sitting over here. She going hard as I don't know why you sitting running the fighting all day long, so I'm laughing. But they gay. Most of them are most of them are.
Talking about the guys that smoking dope?
Not just smoke. No, we're not talking about dope. We're talking about guys on these streets with us. The ones down low, a lot of them are down low.
So a lot of these guys be
around me. I lost my best friend. He got hit by a car, hit by a MARTA bus. He was sick. Yeah.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hit by a MARTA bus. He was sick. He was in the hospital. I don't know if he had AIDS or didn't have AIDS, but I know he was in the hospital. And he died. He was a homosexual, and I believe in spirits.
Do you know what your status is, by the way?
No, I do not have AIDS. I don't have any of those things. So, no.
Okay. What about like the, Around like,
because I've been picking with my face because I told you I got bit by a bug and it begins to lay babies in my body.
What?
So yeah, it begins to lay babies in my body. That we don't know. I don't know. They didn't tell me how long, but what happens is where the womb, I believe where the womb is, it's gravitating, you know, or it's doing something, and because it's probably was in my body for so long that it's like fleshing, it's coming out. It's because my body is healing so fast. That's what it's doing. It's healing fast, and a lot of it is hot air that's coming out, or it's flesh. Because I'll sit there and I'll pick with it, unless you're eating. You have to stop eating. It's called eating off yourself. That's what they call it here in the South. But that's when you're picking with your body, you're picking with your face. You start picking with yourself so much that it'll make you sick. And you have to have that time lapse during the day where you actually just look in the mirror or you sit by yourself and don't do anything. Because if not, you'll pick your flesh to the point where you done picked your eyeball out. That's how nervous I get. Because I'm schizophrenic. I take medication before I actually just got them.
Yeah, you just got your prescription
back. So it takes time for you to be able to do that thing. Because I'll sit there and pick with myself. Somebody start picking with me. And I was like,
just picking at your skin.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, Ranita.
I like you, Ranita. Just say I like you, Ranita.
What'd you say?
I said just say I like you, Ranita.
Who?
I said just say that. You saying who?
Oh, you talking to me?
You saying who? You can say it too. Mr. Officer, I know you the police.
I'm the police. I am definitely. You know what? I get people call me that all the time.
I'm not scared of y'all.
People call me that all the time, but I ain't getting no paycheck from APD. So if that's the case, they owe me a lot of money.
Save us this corner today.
You say what?
I said, save us a corner today. These homeless people about to beat me up. They said every time you come around, they taking us off the corner. I said, man. I'm not gonna start my own protest. When it's gonna get big enough for me to be able to protest, and they gonna all be walking.
All right, Ranita. Well, look, like I say, we really appreciate you. Definitely wish you nothing but the best, okay?
All right, you too.
Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
Hi, Mom.